big. Yeah, Garrett! Yeah, Garrett!
They may begin as skiers of little renown, but capture one contest and your name and image is vaulted into magazines and onto film. This is the new generation of skier, bold, fearless, and free. Madison Avenue calls them extreme. In the ski world and among themselves, they are free skiers. Each year they come together for a launching pad to greatness known as the Saab U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships.
More turns you make, the harder it is.
I just need some more air. Banzai!
Go big or go home.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to a beautiful sunshiny day at Crested Butte Mountain Resort in Crested Butte, Colorado. One of the most extreme mountains any skier will ever ski. But put competition underneath it, and you underline the 9th annual Saab U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships. We've reached the 3rd and final day of our extreme skiing finals, and today we have a number of competitors from all over the globe that are going to go off in front of our cameras and show you what extreme free skiing is all about. For more on the competition, let's go up top to my colleague, former U.S. and world champion, Kim Reichhelm.
It's over 5 grueling minutes from top to bottom. The steepest in section 50 degrees, and that doesn't include the cliff drops. But we're under beautiful blue skies and perfect spring snow conditions here in Crested Butte. We're going to see some heroics with a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Thanks, Kim. Our first competitor, Frankie ALISUAG, from right here in Crested Butte, Colorado, 29 years old, coming into today in 3rd place. And this is how he got here on day 1.
Frankie wowed the crowd. He's a hometown favorite, plays the bass guitar in a local band called Kung Pao, and he just skis like he skis every day right here in Flat Rocks.
Frankie working very hard to get himself to the elite. He's been in this contest for a number of years. This is the first time, here now on his final run, that he's had a chance to win it all.
Frankie's one of the best skiers on this mountain. We know it. Those of us that have seen him ski for years, we know it, but Frankie's surprised to be in 3rd.
I'm just here for my own personal reasons and to prove to myself that I can pretty much hang tight with some of the world's best skiers, and sort of justifies all these years I've put into ski bumming.
Well, Frankie proving it not only to himself, but to the rest of the world with this run. Again, into the day in 3rd place. His best finish ever in 4 contests was 20th. He's definitely in the elite with this run, Kim.
And he's charging in this bottom section. One of the things the judges look for is degree of difficulty. That's the first thing they judge. Then they look for control, fluidity, technique, and aggressiveness. This works well for Frankie because he's a technically really strong skier.
And he's showing it here on the final face. Frankie ALISUAG, a 29-year-old from Crested Butte, really taking on the gnarl of the double black diamond Phoenix Spellbound Bowl. Our first runner in the finals, 42.4 points for Frankie ALISUAG.
I had a good time. I was able to catch my breath in the beginning. Stuck my line up top. Was pretty pleased. At this point, I'm happy with whatever happens. I'm very satisfied. And I've had a blast.
A whole lot more to come. The 9th annual Saab U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships, presented by Magnablock from Crested Butte Mountain Resort in Colorado, is being brought to you by Saab, the official car of Crested Butte Mountain Resort, and by Magnablock. Magnablock the pain. By Paul Mitchell, professional salon products. Look your best with Paul Mitchell products. And by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, enjoy. Get ready, more skiing excitement just around the corner. Welcome back to Crested Butte Mountain Resort, Colorado for the 9th annual Saab U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships presented by Magnablock. We are on Extreme Day, ready for skier number 2, Frank Kinsella, 26-year-old from right here in Crested Butte.
Frank is another hometown boy and has that advantage. Here on day one, skiing in the slot rocks, he really took advantage of knowing these pillow drops and nailing them, and that's why he scored high. He did lose a few points in fluidity here, as you can see, but he can make it up on the much bigger venue of today's finals.
Frank, another skier who surprised himself now on his final run into today in 6th place. Not many people would have projected him that high. Little trouble right there again. Spring snow conditions. It's been very warm here. It is a beautiful day for skiing, and actually that snow is going to help the skiers, Kim.
It's nice corn snow. It's not falling away. It's holding up well underneath their skis, and you can see all these little drops. Frank is keeping good control, and control is crucial.
You know, by the time you get to the bottom, or at the top that is, just thinking, just getting the nerves out, just trying to concentrate on no nerves.
No nerves is a tough one here. A nice big but very clean drop. He's going to score high in degree of difficulty and fluidity and control.
And we've seen the skiers go bigger and bigger. Here he is between the rabbit ears. A nice huge launch. Oh, and great landing in some super snow there, Kim.
Frank is shining in this run. Really should move up in the score.
42.5 on his final run for Frank Kinsella. That'll move into 2nd place with 3 skiers still to go.
Oh, that landing was so soft. Just like it looked. I'm so glad no one had hit it before me. Oh, man. I'm tired.
Well, here's a skier who knows 2nd place all too well. Jack Hannon, bib number 3, 25-year-old from here in Crested Butte. Finished 2nd here last year. Kim, he is very hungry for the victory this year.
He would like to win this one. He's coming off one of the most fun ski seasons he said he's ever had. So he has a great attitude, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Little trouble there as he made the entrance into slot rock, but a nice air out of it. And that is day 1 for Jack Hannon, but now on his final day, and a nice drop right there.
Jack told me that he doesn't like to push himself too hard. He feels that sometimes the competition itself forces him to do things that he wouldn't normally do. But right from the start, we saw him jump that huge rock.
Now setting him up for an even more aggressive line with a possible error.
If you let the pressure of how other people are skiing get to you, you might push yourself too hard and end up crashing. So there's a fine line. It's a real balancing act between charging and being happy about yourself and skiing safely as well.
Oh, and off the rabbit ears, Jack with a cat out the window. Tough little landing, Kim. How much is that going to cost him?
That's going to cost him quite a bit. He was out of control, and that's something that the judges don't like to see.
Well, he's been skiing strong, but not the performance he would like here today. Jack Hannon, 41.1 points. That'll move him into 2nd place.
Snow is definitely a little firmer. Overall, though, conditions on this northerly stuff haven't changed too much. It's getting a little harder. They just don't see as much sun in the first place, though. As far as the 2nd run goes, I'm definitely worn out. That first run took a lot out of me. I put everything I had into that one, and I saved a little for this, though.
Well, it was all he had, but not good enough to vault him into 1st. Frankie ALISUAG continues to hold the top spot with 2 skiers to go. Well, Crested Butte, Colorado has been on the map for well over 100 years, originally a history-making mining town. Once the mining dried up, the skiers discovered this remote valley, and today Crested Butte, a bustling resort town, and since 1992, home to the ubiquitous free skiing movement.
Free skiing is a new movement that's really captured a different culture in the ski industry. It's kind of like the stepchild, so to speak, of snowboarding. It's turned the industry around from selling people the equipment that racers use, which was not really useful, and getting back to what real skiing is, exploring the mountains, testing yourself on great terrain, and it's brought skiing back to its roots, which is very important. That's what skiing is. It's a freedom, it's an exploring of the mountains, and this is a free expression. These skiers are making artistic statements and carving up the terrain in ways that would never be done with gates or rules or all the other things that have encumbered the ski industry. And we're seeing now skiers carrying incredible speed and showing athletic talent and exquisite form that we didn't see before.
The sport really has come a long way, and we've still got a long way to go here. Coming up next, our women final. Back at Crested Butte Mountain Resort, Colorado for the 9th annual Saab U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships presented by Magnum Block. And we are ready for our women's finalists. First on the slope, Tina Fracola, 29-year-old from Dillon, Colorado, currently in second place.
I asked Tina this morning what her strategy was, and she said she just likes to stay within her limits. And that's exactly what she's doing right here.
You know, I've been competing for years and with moguls and free skiing and whatever. And, you know, I've never really done what I wanted to do, and I'm finally feeling it, you know, and hopefully I can pull it through this time. So it means a lot to me.
It's great to hear her say that, Rod. So many skiers feel the same way. Free skiing just makes skiing fun again after years of competing.
Female second run.
In fact, almost all the skiers have said that this week, Kim. They said they're really having fun in this competition. Yes, it is a competition. They know there's some money at the end of the line if they win, but they're just having so much fun skiing with their friends and just enjoying this movement of free skiing.
Tina's really staying in control here. She's not taking a lot of chances, but she doesn't want to make a mistake.
Just a few points behind Jessica Baker coming into this final run. Tina Fracola in second place. This solid run could very well do it. 36.1 points. That'll move her into first for now.
That's a long one. Oh, yeah.
Tell me about it.
It was nice. It was good. I was a little intimidated going into it, but once you start competing, it's like you just flow, you just go with it. It was great.
Now on course in her final run, Bradley Richmond from right here in Crested Butte.
Bradley's got a lot going on. She teaches ski school, she works ski patrol, she's a Mason, she loves to ski.
I'm more of a soul skier. I'm not so much about the money or the scene or the image. I want to ski good because my friends are watching me, my heroes, Jill Sickles, Matlock, Kim Reichhelm, the women that have taught me to ski that inspire me. I want to make my, my community proud. I want to ski good, I want to ski strong. I'm more about that.
Well, if ever there was a Miss Congeniality contest, Bradley Richmond would win it. She has kept all the skiers pepped up all week long.
She's a charger. She does. She has more energy than anybody I know. Just last week, she competed in the Grand Traverse, which is this grueling race from Crested Butte to Aspen. She told me she had some lactic acid buildup in her legs, and I'm not surprised, but she sure is skiing well.
Skiing very well here. Now into the lower section, Bradley Richmond, a 28-year-old from right here in Crested Butte, into today's final run in third place. 35.2 points. That'll move her up. Is it enough to overtake Tina Fracola?
Yeah, baby! You know it! That was so fun. It was so awesome. Oh my gosh. You guys are just bumming. You're not up there. That is the best. Snow is so soft. It's like cushy.
59.
Well, not enough for Bradley Richmond to overtake Fracola, but this gal came in first place, Jessica Baker from Jackson, Wyoming, a 23-year-old skier, and she is awesome, Kim.
Jessica Baker has surprised everybody. She has very little free skiing experience as far as contests go, but she has pushed the envelope throughout this contest, skiing the most difficult lines, just like she's doing right here.
Difficulty of line, one of the big scoring categories the judges look for, also control, technique, fluidity, and she has it all going right here.
You get nervous, you get the adrenaline rush going, and it's definitely a full-on rush. I think, like, sometimes I come down, I'm like, wow, did I just ski that? I can't even imagine that I did that. And I don't know, hopefully it'll all just come together for me. Usually it does. So.
Jessica's not skiing real aggressively, but she's staying in control, and she's skiing difficult lines enough. She says she's nervous. It sure doesn't show in her skiing.
Into the finish area for Jessica Baker from Jackson, Wyoming. A solid run, 39.9. She is our winner.
Like, I feel like I've had control the whole time, and I know I'm just out there skiing because I love it, and it's paying off. But it's a good time. I'm psyched for all the other girls too. They're great skiers. Guys too. It's an awesome field.
Jessica Baker wins it for the women. Tina Fracola finishes second. Bradley Richmond is third. Our women's final standings. Well, the word extreme fits CB to a T, not just during the Saab event, but at events here all winter long, like the Disabled American Veterans Gathering here just a week prior to our event. Just like Extreme Free Skiing Championships, these guys go off on the rough and tumble terrain of CBMR. And despite their added challenges, oftentimes these gutsy ex-veterans tackle the same double black diamond terrain as their able-bodied counterparts. Many perform so well, they're compelled to talk smack to anyone who will listen.
No, you guys forget about it.
This is a family channel.
You guys got 2 big group skiing, man. I don't know about
Forget about it. Forget about it.
We'll change pace a little bit. Coming up next, the Swiss Army Skier Cross. Welcome back to Crested Butte Mountain Resort, Colorado for the Swiss Army Skier Cross, a fast bump and grind skier versus skier format for action, fun, and
Race
excitement.
is ready. Start. Race is ready.
Skier cross is like supercross on skis. 4 skiers at a time, 2 advanced. It's fast and furious, there's big air, and it's really dangerous.
And we're set to go with our finals. Kim decided she'd get in on the danger, so it's Reichhelm, Abbott, Johnson, and Jenkins across the front. And our women's final is underway. Asia Jenkins with trouble coming out of the gate. Over the first roller, and it is Magdalena Johnson, a former Swedish World Cup skier, taking the lead. She's followed by Gwen Abbott and Reichhelm in 3rd place. Asia Jenkins trying to make up time after that rough start. Off for the pro jump, the top tabletop, and it is Johnson, Abbott, and Reichhelm with Jenkins holding up the rear. Into the upper S curves, and it is Johnson, the Swedish skier, holding a super line and super speed down through the middle part of the course. Whoa. Off the gap jump, and it's Johnson lengthening her lead. In 2nd place, it's Gwen Abbott. It is Kim Reichhelm in 3rd, and Asia Jenkins in 4th. Down to the final rollers, and it's going to be Magdalena Johnson with a hole shot and the lead all the way, and the championship, Magdalena Johnson from Sweden.
It was the start. I think that was everything. You have to be very fast over the first tabletop.
1 Swede in the women's final, 2 Swedes in the men's finals. Across the front, Jamie Parks, Eric Anderson, and Anders Wiggerlund from Sweden, and Ryan McCullough. The men's finals underway, and the hole shot goes to Anders Wiggerud. Off the first tabletop, and a nice long jump for our men, still bunched tightly together, all 4 skiers with a chance. Into the upper S curves, it is Anders Wiggerud, followed by Eric Anderson, Jamie Parks, and Ryan McCullough. Off the pro jump, and it's Wiggerud, followed by Anderson. You see a look back right there by Wiggerud. Little bump and grind as they come into the lower S curves, and you see the bump and grind that makes skier cross so exciting and so dangerous. Anders Wiggerud still in the lead, followed by Eric Anderson, Jamie Parks, and Ryan McCullough. Off the final rollers, and it's going to be Anders Wiggerud from Sweden in 1st, Eric Anderson from Sweden 2nd, and in 3rd place, Jamie Parks from Boulder, Colorado. Congratulations to our champion.
Yeah, that was a good run. I got a good start again. Eric was on my side to the first sharp left one, and I think he let me go there, and that was pretty nice of him. But you know, that's what we Swedes doing. We help each other. Good start. Just keep snow contact over the first rolls. First tabletop, I got a little long jump, but I think the other guys got it too. And well, once I was in the lead, I just tried to keep a clean turns all the way down, and I think I made it, and I just nailed the last bumps here.
Well, the Swedish skiers came in and held their own in skier cross, not able to dominate in the extremes. The women's final standings, Magdalena Johnson 1st, Gwen Abbott 2nd, Kim Reichhelm 3rd, Anders Wiggerud 1st for the men, followed by countryman Eric Anderson. Jamie Parks finishes 3rd. Coming up next, a former champion, Rex Werman, takes on the extremes. Welcome back to the 9th annual Saab U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships presented by Magna Block. Our host, Crested Butte Mountain Resort in Crested Butte, Colorado. We are an extreme day, and a former champion, Rex Werman, into today in 2nd place, ready to take to the slope.
Rex won this competition 2 years ago, and since has had some fabulous opportunities to shoot film, magazine shoots, and he really hasn't been into competing that much. I spoke with him last night, and he said it was the $5,000 first place prize money that he's going after.
A look at day one in the style of Rex WEHRMAN. One thing you'll notice about him, he constantly flows down the mountain. This is the epitome of free skiing. Look and go. This is not his home territory, but now he is on his final run, and you see he's got some gnarly stuff below him.
Rex's fluidity works for him and against him. Fluidity is one category that the judges look for, but he makes some of the most difficult lines look easy. Sometimes he doesn't score as high as he should in degree of difficulty because he makes it look so nice and smooth.
3 great runs for Rex already this week, and he's got another one going here, Kim.
And here's another example of Rex's really smooth skiing. Just nails that.
The strategy, I think it's just finding a good line, you know, and the most important part is your head. You know, I mean, I was a bundle of nerves up there this last run, and it's really tough making 2 runs a day, and all you got to do is keep it mellow and try to calm yourself down, and, you know, it'll all work out, hopefully.
The heart and soul of a free skier, the former bump skier who had great success there, also having great success on this scene. Right now setting up for a jump in between the rabbit ears near the same place where Jack Hannon went.
Nails it, though. Just so smooth and fluid. That's going to score very high.
44.6 points for Rex WEHRMAN. That will vault him into first place with 1 skier to go.
That's gotta feel good.
Felt so good. Snow is super wet, and pretty much when I inspected it, thought it was going to be a little better snow quality, and pretty much every drop I did landed, and it was just so wet I would like sink up to my waist.
Our final competitor on Extreme Day, 23-year-old from Huntly, New Zealand, Jeff Small, into the day in first place. This is how he got there, with a style very similar to Rex WEHRMAN's, moving down the mountain very quickly, very aggressively, Kim.
Jeff skied some of the fastest runs in day one, and I asked him about the conditions, what he thought of them. He said, oh, whatever nature leaves is fine with him. He comes from some burly conditions, so this Colorado snow is perfect.
Well, the happy-go-lucky attitude right here on his final run. A huge launch right there and a nice stick. Jeff has been stepping it up every year. 7th 2 years ago, into the upper echelon last year. This run will keep him in the upper echelon, Kim. The question is it enough to win?
I like to just suss out the conditions first and then see what's going on. I don't, you know, everything, it's day by day thing. You can't expect to like plan out something a week beforehand. You just got to ski on impulse. That's my sort of, that's what I like to do, is just look at a venue, and when I'm going down there, I kind of know what's around, but I just like to, if something looks like it'll flow nicely, I'm hitting that. I don't plan it out too strategically, so just free flow, really.
Jeff talks like he's not putting a lot into this, but I'll tell you what, he wants to win this contest, and he's working very hard at doing the best he can. He competed all season long on the North American Tour, so he told me he's learned a lot about strategy, what the judge is looking for, and how to win.
Taking a page out of Rex WEHRMAN's book on the launch, right through the rabbit ears, sticks the landing just as well, and Jeff Small, 42.8 points as he brings it on home.
I knew I had to put a run together to match Rex's. He's a past champion, and I'll be super happy if I just finish behind him. If I've managed to get in front of him, all the better. But yeah.
Right on, Jeff.
Thanks a lot.
Good job, man. 163.8 points for Jeff Small. That's not enough. Rex WEHRMAN will win his 2nd championship in only 2 appearances here at the U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships. 164.3 for WEHRMAN, Small with 163.8. Frankie ALISUAG finishes 3rd. The 9th annual Saab U.S. Extreme Free Skiing Championships, presented by Magna Block, has been brought to you by Saab, the official car of Crested Butte Mountain Resort. And by Magna Block. Magna Block the pain. By Paul Mitchell, professional salon products. Look your best with Paul Mitchell products. And by Miller Genuine Draft. Never miss a genuine opportunity. Well, that wraps it up from here in Crested Butte. For Kim Reichhelm, I'm Rod Elisha. Congratulations to our champions, Rex WEHRMAN from Montezuma, Colorado, and Jessica Baker from Jackson, Wyoming. Until next time, so long, everybody.